Mr. Toshniwal, first of all, tell us what is your overview on what is happening in the policy matters regarding cement?
Regarding cement, the policy matters, we got the government lot of emphasis on infrastructure projects. We are seeing a lot of new projects are coming.
Right.
And a lot of demands is being generated. Demand in industry is generated by two segments. One is the end customer who is building his house or shop or other things. Other is infrastructure sector. And we are finding that the demand from the end customer is not coming. The demand is coming from the infrastructure sector. So the government policies on infrastructure sector has definitely boosted the demand of the cement industry. And we in future also looking forward that this sector will only generate a lot of demand and the cement consumption will grow and the cement industry will have a good growth of 6-7% growth we are anticipating in next 3-4 years.
I'll go back to the policy issues in a moment because that's what I wanted to ask you. But then from what you say, it essentially means that because the infrastructure growth has been so much that cement companies are now changing their strategies to meet that demand?
Right.
Is it?
Yes. Because if you see the capacity in the industry is about 430 million ton per day.
Okay.
And we are hardly about 65 to 70% utilization there. So there are a lot of surplus capacities there and a lot of pressure on the prices.
You are talking about the entire cement industry?
The entire cement industry.
Okay.
And with this demand and growth of infrastructure demand, we are hoping that this will utilization of capacity will improve and the margins will improve.
Sir, I read the report, probably it's a foreign report which has been published, which says that more than 60% of the demand for cement comes from infrastructure.
Today it is about 64-65% demand comes from real estate, from the housing sector, from the housing sectors, individual house owners. But this is slowly changing now. This segment is going down and the infrastructure demand percentage is increasing. And we are anticipating that in 2-3 years time, this will be around 50-50 will demand will be there.
Mr. Toshniwal, that's a very interesting point that you're making. On the other hand, there is also this point that the government has increasingly emphasized on the low-cost housing.
Yes, low-cost housing, but low-cost housing has a very limited consumption of cement consumption. See, the infrastructure cities are developing, smart cities are developing, people are moving from urban to rural to urban background. Correct. And there you will require a lot of infrastructure, the real estate market will improve. So these are part of non-end customers. These are the part of infrastructure or non-trade, what we call it.
Okay.
Institutional buyers will be there, more and more institutional buyers.
Okay.
Whether from the infrastructure sector, the real estate sector, and this sector will slowly increase because today nobody is interested in building his own house. He always goes to the contractor or the builder to build his house.
Exactly.
Even this phenomena is developing in cities like B-tier cities or C-tier cities also.
So even in rural areas, mostly it is about
people start going to the contractors.
Exactly.
So the user which used to go directly buy the cement, slowly that segment will go down and this segment will come up. So the institutional buying will improve. Institutional buying will be having infrastructure sectors, builders, contractors. These sectors will slowly improve. And this will generate a lot of demand. That is what we feel. And so the percentage today is the 65%, which is cement is being used by the individual house owners or the trade segment, will slowly go down. And therefore, this sector will become, with a lot of emphasis by the government on these policies to develop infrastructure, develop housings, develop mass housings for this will generate a lot of demand.
Sir, actually when you say that, it also means that any kind of policy thrust by the government to improve housing supply. First thing is that the government gave the infrastructure status to housing.
Yes.
Budget housing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. Second thing is that rates also has come.
Yeah, it has also.
Okay, and the third thing is that there is so much. The RERA, all those new policies which are come for real estate are actually going to consolidate many of the players as well
in
as.
short term it will consolidate process will happen,
Mhm.
but in long term this will help the end customers in this policy.
Exactly.
There, because a lot of transparency will come in. Today there is no transparency in the real estate sector. The
Absolutely.
builders collect the money, where he is investing money, where he is putting the money, and when he will be delivering the project. There is no transparency today, and the investor who is investing money, then he is at discretion of the builder when he will deliver. Today with this new law of RERA, things will definitely improve.
Mr. Toshniwal, which means that you are trying to say that on infrastructure front as well as on housing front, it's actually good news for cement
Yes.
manufacturers in this country.
We are very positive about this.
So when you said that 430 million is the capacity, and right now only 60%, how much
65-67% is being utilized.
is being utilized? So in how much time do you think the India will be able to completely utilize its?
See, in industry there is a lot of regional demands are there, a lot of seasonal variations are there.
Correct.
So we in industry take, if the capacity utilization goes to 85-87%, then we think that is the utilized, that is a reasonable good capacity. And then you see a lot of capacity being added. Once you reach the 85-86% capacity utilization, then new capacity is being added. So we are expecting next two and a half years, this capacity will come to 75%. Because not many projects are being put up now. So this, I think next 2 years this capacity.
So you must be very happy with ministers like Nitin Gadkari, who is very effective in his.
He's performing very well, and he's developing a lot of roads and other
He's
things.
known to be a smooth operator.
Yeah. And
Without any controversies, he gets things done.
And he's working very quietly on the road.
Quietly,
project.
exactly.
Yeah, and a lot of demand is coming from that sector.
I guess.
Because road sector, with the roads, once the road sector start developing, in continuation of, there are a lot of activities are also developed.
That is
roads
obvious,
yeah.
very obvious.
Following with that, lot of construction activity.
Like the outer ring roads.
Outer ring roads, then around that.
Exactly.
Lot of towns.
The whole township.
Township comes, the commercial establishments come.
Exactly.
So that creates a lot of demands. So this is a very good move that government has taken up. Any activity, when you see other countries also, the economy, when there is a slump in the economic slump is there and there is no demand. And first activities is the road sector and plant infrastructure. Government has to spend a lot of money on those sectors.
Correct.
And then follow the other demands come. So I think government is doing right thing by spending a lot of money
Absolutely, sir.
on roads and infrastructure sector. Yes.
Day before yesterday, when the Prime Minister was giving a speech from the Red Fort, he was saying that the growth of roads, the kind of emphasis on roads is the built up roads are exactly twice today
Yeah.
from the earlier numbers.
And this today we are not seeing those benefits of this road building, but in time to come you will see definitely benefits are coming. That will create demand of cement, that will create demand of other construction, and with that others economy will take place.
True. So there is also one more thing is that most of the people who are going to watch this are basically going to be contractors and architects and those kind of people. Now in that relation, what will be your message to contractors and architects from a cement industry point of view? What is your message to them in terms of construction of good quality roads or good quality houses, especially in the rural areas and tier 2 and tier 3 cities?
The message is very clear that in times to come they have to deliver the right product, quality product in a right time, in a time schedule.
Okay.
And the customer is becoming more and more knowledgeable, more and awareness is being there.
Absolutely, sir.
So they have to deliver the right quality product. Now they cannot make compromise with the quality. And similarly, they have to deliver in the right time and the right and the cost whatever they agreed. These three things they have to be very careful and they have to be very
particular about
these three.
Absolutely.
They have to be deliver these things.
So these things,
if they don't deliver these things, nobody will invest the money today.
sir, these are basically issues that are related to cities like Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore. From you, basically what we want to understand is, even in rural areas, these same issues are there in real
Yes,
estate?
yes, why not? Even quality has become a prime consideration for, or even for a, you see, we are selling cement in rural sector,
Uh-huh.
and we are one of the, we are very proud to say that we are the
Absolutely.
best quality cement, and we are getting premium over this. The rural customer is ready to pay higher prices for the quality. So even the customers in the housing sectors, if you give a quality product, quality house, the end user will ready to pay you a premium over that. Because the house which he is building is a lifetime, one time in his life he is building one house in his lifetime. Everybody doesn't think of building 2-3 houses. So many customers build the house once in their lifetime. So they would like to have a quality product which can last for a long time. So that will definitely they will fetch premium if the quality is delivered in a right, in an estimated time schedule, and stipulated time schedule.
What are the effects on your particular industry when it comes to GST? Because GST has actually taken a lot of, criticism from the industry.
Actually, we were also very apprehensive about GST when it was created, but it will, for time being, it will have an impact on demand and other things. But to our surprise, we don't find any impact on demand.
Oh.
It got implemented in 1st of July.
Okay.
And we are seeing that during this normally in rainy season we see a dip in the demand.
True.
But this year we don't see that much dip in the demand. We are seeing a reasonable demand.
Okay.
And prices are also sustaining. So that shows that GST doesn't have any real impact on the demand on the cement, at least on the cement.
Sir, also you would want to train your dealers and
We
suppliers?
have already started training our dealers because those people has to take the credit, input credit,
Exactly.
how to take the credit, how to balance.
So that
it.
everybody gets the
So,
benefit.
So everybody get benefit. Companies should also get benefit.
Right.
So we have already started. We have already started talking to the dealers. We have not formalized any program, but our people are talking to them, educating them, telling them what are the benefits, how they should have to generate the invoice, how to they have to take input credit. So all those things are going.
In the new GST regime, how much has it affected your pricing?
See, we have reduced the price. We see earlier we were taxing at weight and excise and put together we were about 32-33%.
Okay.
Now we have come to 28%. So we have reduced prices by depending upon the what weight, which state what rate of weight is there. From 4 rupees to 7 rupees, 8 rupees per bag we reduce the prices.
Okay, sir.
We have passed on that benefit to the customer.
Can you also tell us about Wonder Cement's future plans? What are your future plans essentially
We are
in the
today-
mid-term and the long term?
We are in a regional player. We are in a basically north region. Our market is spread to 6-7 states: Rajasthan, MP, Gujarat, and Western MP, North Gujarat. Then we are in Delhi, Haryana.
Right.
We are in South Punjab, and we are in Western UP. Little bit we are in Uttarakhand. So this is our market. We have been today. We are about 6.5 million ton capacity. We are about 70% already, 72% already utilized.
Oh, so you are above the industry
No,
standard.
we are industry above that.
Okay.
And we are hoping that by this year and by March we will be utilizing our capacity. So we are now thinking of expanding our capacity. Our plans are there, business plans have been prepared. So we are just watching for 1 or 2 months more how the economy set up. And then we'll take a decision to expand our. We want to be 10 million ton in the next 3 years.
So in case of expansion, where would you like to go?
We have 2 lines here
Okay.
in Nevada, which is, and we are presently thinking of setting up 3rd line here.
Okay.
And as third line, with that we are thinking of setting up 3 grinding units
Okay.
to improve our supply chain network. So first grinding unit we have already taken up in Maharashtra. It is at Dhule.
Okay.
We have already taken up. Land has been acquired. Our team is there. We are environmental. We are in the process of taking environmental. So I think the next week we will be doing the groundbreaking ceremony.
Oh.
So we will start that.
Okay.
Second, we are planning in the MP where we have already taken the land. That will go along with this 3rd line. and third grinding unit will be sitting in Haryana.
So Haryana, Dhule and
MP,
MP.
just closer to Ratlam.
So which means that 400 kilometers around Dhule, 400 kilometers around
250, we are targeting 250 kilometers from these grinding stations. We want to supply to 250.
So
average reach should be 250.
So it will actually reach up to Maharashtra and...
We are from Dhule, we are targeting up to Pune or some little bit in Bombay also.
Acha, that's very nice. And now tell us about, there is another issue which is very important, which I want to ask you is, when you do business every day, there must be some places where, or some points where you would feel that if there is a change in government policy, this particular policy, if you change it or tweak it little, it will actually help you, the end user, everybody. So what are the few things which you would suggest to the government to change so that it will help your industry?
See, with this lot of infrastructure project coming and we are anticipating 6 to 7% GDP growth, the country will need a lot of cement. And adding new capacity is becoming problem because of land acquisitions and mining.
Absolutely.
So these two, how this can be made easier to acquire land and how can be made easier to acquire new limestone block.
Correct.
If this government make them simpler process, that will help in growing the country. Demand capacity addition, because whatever capacity, I am sure that next 2-3 years this capacity will be neutralized and there will be no surplus capacity will be there. So it and country will need lot of, because we are still in a lot of infrastructure projects are there. Our per capita consumption is still 17.
Absolutely.
So we are much behind with the developed country. If we want to become a world power, then
right,
we need a lot of infrastructure. So capacity addition will require, but with these two blocks hindrance, we are finding a lot of difficult to add capacity. So today, if you think of acquiring some land, it will take 5-6 years.
Right.
So that is a very difficult job. So how can government has tried in past, but they could not succeed. So they have to look into this.
So land acquisition, land titling,
land acquisition and mining blocks.
Mining blocks.
Mining block has also acquiring has become very cumbersome today. So these are the two policies government has to work. Otherwise, I don't see cement industry has any such problem there.
I see. I see. So when you say that you are now going into Dhule, MP, and Haryana, would that also include how much will it add to your capacity first, and then
we will be 10 million ton. Today we are 6.5 million ton. We will be 10.5 million ton. We will be adding 4 million ton.
You think you will be on full capacity? Full capacity utilization?
See, when you add capacity, first year it's around 60-70%, and then next
it's
year
already at 60% in the first year.
First year we are targeting 60-65%.
Okay.
Our business plans.
Okay.
Next year will be, second year will be about 85% we are targeting, because we are seeing that next 2-3 years will be a good demand for the cement.
And how difficult do you find in entering new areas?
It's a total lot of competition is there, so there will be always difficulties. But we have been focusing on qualities here, and also we have a lot of players and we have good associates. So we believe in quality of the product. That is our biggest strength, and we'll continue to maintain that strength, and we'll work on that.
And I guess you have one of the most automated plants.
The plant is automated plant. We have latest technology.
That's very rare, isn't it?
That's very rare. We'll continue to focus on technology and then as far as market is concerned, most important thing is your supply right time. That's why we are setting up this line, so that we become quicker in supplying to the cement.
You will also add up warehousing?
This warehousing we already have.
Achha.
But today we are supplying from this plant till Haryana, Delhi, so they are far long distance.
Okay.
Once we set up grinding unit near to the market,
right,
your turnaround time become very fast.
And
you can supply
cost benefit also.
Cost benefit also. And in cement, if you are able to supply cement in the right time, the customer gets, you are able to build a lot of confidence in that, and then your sales also increases.
On that wonderful note, sir, thank you so much for